Guys, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Back at it with a little reading. This one, of course, again, well, not of course, but it's from Around the Year with Emmett Fox. Kind of enjoying this stuff. Although, there is a little bit of biblical references pushed through. I don't think that it needs to be taken as solely a Christian backing book. For me, I use it as an adjunct in my spiritual growth and in my recovery. And that's sort of the intention here for you too. I hope that you can utilize it to help remind you of your own spiritual path and belief systems. Once again, I'm probably not talking too potently again. My daughter is napping. This is kind of the only time I get to come out and share with you guys. February 26th, Priming the Pump. It's about beliefs. And understanding faith is the life of prayer. It is a great mistake, however, to struggle to produce a lively faith within you that can only end in failure. The thing to do is to act as though you had faith. Act out of what you wish to demonstrate, and you'll be expressing true faith. This is the right use of the will, scientifically understood. Verily I say unto you, if ye have faith, and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto the mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. New Testament, Matthew 21:21. The statement of Jesus is perhaps the most tremendous spiritual pronouncement ever made. Jesus knew the law of faith and proved it many times. We shall move mountains when we are willing to believe that we can. And then not only will mountains to be moved, but the whole planet will be redeemed and reformed according to the pattern in the Mount. So that's referencing like the Sermon on the Mount. If anyone's curious on what that's referencing, it's a good little read if you want to get to the Bible or into Emmett Fox. He has actually a book called Sermon on the Mount. It's about the Beatitudes. There's a saying that says faith without works is dead in the big book. And that comes from the book of James in the Bible. Sorry, I know we're heavy on the Bible today. But my sponsor, he sort of reminded me about the idea of faith being equated to belief. And that's something that I need to really assess when I came into recovery is, what were my belief systems? Not only about God, but about myself and about the world. And what did I need to reframe? And could I do this reframing by myself? I found that I had such a low self-esteem without even knowing it. I felt uncomfortable in my own skin since a very young age, and I hadn't been able to shake it through various attempts. And to be honest, sometimes I feel that way still. The burden of feeling everything so greatly as a sensitive person is just sort of a cross that I have to bear. But I remember doing affirmation work in front of the mirror. My sponsor gave me like 150 affirmations that I had to do in the mirror every morning. And I thought it was the stupidest thing ever, and I rebelled. But I still had the willingness, and I remember looking at myself in the eyes, in the pupils, and having to go through, forget exactly what the word was. I think I did, I love you. It's something around like I love you, you're good enough, you're worthy. That kind of affirmations, because I felt, what's the saying, lower than a snake's belly in a wagon rut. I felt so insignificant and felt so broken as a human. My beliefs were so twisted in my worth. And I felt so many different pressures from, childhood belief systems, parental belief systems that were sort of indoctrinated and passed on to me, and societal pressures as well to conform to be and think and approach and do life one rigid way. There's so many different ways of living life, and I think that I didn't notice the impact. I think I did it for 4 months straight, every single day. I didn't notice the impact till months later, where I had those thoughts sort of bubbling up automatically instead of, you're a loser, you're doing stupid things, you're doing it wrong, what's the point, that kind of horseshit thinking. But I was like, oh my God, it works, right? But I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have course corrected my belief systems without the aid of another individual who's willing to take the time of their own experience and life to share with me a winning strategy, one winning strategy, there's several, that he witnessed to be successful in his own life. And I think going forward, that's something that we all need to really, meditate on, is this, like, what motivates me to act this way? What motivates me to anger this way? Why am I feeling threatened so much by this person? Why do I feel good around this person? Like, oftentimes these root beliefs about, my limitations and who I attract, are written through a horrible software, right? And I didn't even take the time to assess. I just downloaded it, right? I wasn't a gatekeeper of my mind and thoughts. I just took it all in. Somebody of authority or an elder told me that this is the right way to do things, and so be it, and that's not the case in life, right? There's so many different ways to approach life. And who is this one person who wrote a book or preached on Sunday or taught me law or, told me how to write an essay? Why are they on the pedestal? So it's assessing my limitations, my beliefs, how I view relationships, how I view God, how I view my ability to succeed in life. And I do that with the help, and I do that with the vulnerability of working with others. So yeah, I think that there is tremendous power in my perspective that I hold every day, and tremendous power in being honest with myself in the days that I don't have that power, and I'm in weakness or fear or some other rut, and I need to share that with someone else so they can help guide me back onto the right path, and back to a place of harmony with the universe and within myself, right? If you're struggling today and you're in that place where you feel like you have to do it yourself or not this again, it's all good. Like, it's all good. Ask for help. That's what I'm here for. That's what tons of mentors in my life have been here for, right? They want to see other people win. I want to see you win. And I want you to have a lovely day. That's enough of my bullshit for today.